Hello, Sierra Leoneans. This is Dr. Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, and today, April 2nd, 2021. Today also happened for be Good Friday. This is the day in the Christian faith, when one of the darkest days them, because na the day where them betray we Lord and Master Jesus Christ. And the person who betray him, I mean one of Yunion closest disciples who trust and believe. That's not the person we named Judas. Judas Iscariot. So Jesus Christ was betrayed by Judas, and from time immemorial, people that when they want to talk about betrayal and ungratefulness, they can use Judas as an example. And I know say, based on me announcements where put out from my office, that a lot of una really, they look forward for yeri what I want to talk today about Judas and about ungratefulness. That is, who that really ungrateful and who that not Judas. By that, I try for address something where don't they happen where then they try for portray me how I know they. And now for a purpose make them they do that. But before I come to that issue there, I get other national issues them way I want for bring to the fore. This me audio na me 11th audio in me series them where I don't start last year. So this na audio 011, which is audio 011. And I want to make sure say I keep me audios then on track as audios then we get for do with issues. So the matter of Judas now going to be the last issue where I address this audio. And before I go further, make I play a segment of waiting get for bring up the Judas issue inside this audio. I go play that segment there from the words of one of our former presidents, Dr. Koroma, then in poppy them, where they send kind of social media for course people them. One of the way they Holland, when they call King Adebayo. People then can ask, say why, then they refer to her as King Adebayo. You see, if somebody gains a title, say, na in stage name or na in stage title, say in a King Adebayo, that's how you call him. Na in nickname that the way don't gain himself. You get a lot of them all over the world, not just men, even women. You will get somebody go call himself, say, me na Queen Latifah, na in stage name where you get. So if somebody they call himself King Adebayo, na in stage name where he gain himself. So na that name there they call him. It don't mean to say in a me king. You get musician, he go call himself Boss LAJ, Boss LA. It don't mean say na me boss. It just means say na in stage name where he gain himself. So na that name there they call him. So if I say Boss LA, it don't mean to say na me boss. Or if I say King Adebayo, it don't mean to say na me king. I hope say that they will be really clear tonight. Now the man in stage name where he gain himself, King Adebayo. So anyway, una listen this segment because King Adebayo don't they talk about me for over 1 month now. Every audio they cost me, them bad cost them. But una just listen, just this small segment of something we talk inside this week, and then I go address on the Judas issue. But after una listen, I'm at the canal to the main topic for today na audio 011. But una listen first King Adebayo, and then we'll come to the main topics before we discuss about Judas and ungratefulness. Thank you.
Good. Sylvia, if you not say you're a woman, go for that convention day. If you not say, say you're a woman, go there. Now, next Koroma, you want to bring fit title. Somebody we don't head one nation. We don't look to that. We don't sutra you. And because we born sutra you because you learn you motoka. As former minister motoka, you don't be get. You know shame and disgrace to that nation. Sierra Leoneans, one pan is command popular when I'm picking in motoka. You use a 1 year on a common power. You use an escoma 1 pan popular in motoka. That can motoka tell you be the use. Now you be the use as now you be the use. Now Now you see, all former minister motokai not been get. Now Danke and motokai use over 1 year. Can you imagine? You are disgraced at that country.
Now, when I don't listen where King Adebayo, as they call himself, and I name that, where, they portray me as a very, this bad person. But I know we'll reach that side yet. I want to come first to the first issue I want to address today. Na Mama Cassandra Garber of Krio Descendants Union. Now, boku of me relatives then are members of the Krio Descendants Union, but me and Sylvia Olayinka Blyden, I know one day join them. What make I refuse for join the Krio Descendants Union? Now, because I know the danger for mix politics and ethnicity. And me own ambition na this country, na political ambition. So I don't ever want to make them associate me by tribe. Now for that make, I don't bend over backwards na this country. For make any tribe feel free for relate with me. North, south, east, west. Any tribe feel free for see me as them pikin, as them mama, as them sister. And I've worked hard towards that. So I deliberately not ever join any tribal grouping, including Krios. And particularly for Krios, I want to tell Mama Cassandra Garber tonight, say, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat history. Mama Cassandra Garber, not the first time this way, me and you, they get this kind of exchange. I respect you. You are a role model in so many ways in this country. But Mama Cassandra Garber, when it comes to politics and ethnicity, this is not the second time you expose the Krio tribe to unmerited and unwarranted danger. You do them about 15 to 16 years ago, or more, and I had to come out publicly because I don't want to be one of those who not they learn from history. Forever mix the Krios in any ethnic explosive situation is dangerous. Because we numbers then we're not better. We are numerically very small. We get great influence in the administration of the country in governance systems. But the numbers of the Krios very small. And if you want to know, just go take a look at the current makeup of the Freetown City Council councillors. Almost Krio dede. You'll be surprised. This not assignments at the Yunion now. When I go check the Freetown City Council councillors, over 40 of them, between 40 to 50 of them, recently they signed a document where they all put their names down. When I go check how many Krios they in the council. Krio they will not better in this country. Numbers they will not better. And it's dangerous for any Krio for offend another tribe. And then a grouping of Krios, then they come out and say, we are loyal Krios, we they back that person, they will offend that other tribe. It is wrong. And me as a bona fide blue blood Krio, I want to use this opportunity tonight for condemn the mayor of Freetown in utterances. Because that in Bua Bise way talk, not to just the talk where it talk him. Even the tone of voice where he use for talk him. If me na mende, it go offend me. So it is good that it come out, especially in an AYV interview for talk and say, na flippant talk he talk, and in sorry for in flippant talk. I feel to say, waiting we as Krios them for the do right now, for the join for beg them mende them, for the mistake where Yvonne Akisoya don't do. Not over pull the kind press release where Cassandra Garber, Mama Cassandra Garber pull. They talk say see no occasion where Yvonne don't do anything wrong where me for make the Krio them put their hand at the jaw. Mama Garber, me on Krio, when I listen that audio, and only put me hand on my jaw. I put me hand on my head. I say, what's kind of wahala this? Yvonne don't offend the Mende people them. And we as Krios, now for come forward for beg the Mende people them. For help for beg, for help for apologize. Not for pull that you can press release where you pull Mama Garber. That press release there is dangerous, it's not good. And I call on all Krios them. Make we pay attention to waiting they unfold. Make nobody not draw we into a situation where two wrongs seem to be one right. I repeat, I call on all Krios tonight. Make nobody not draw Krios into a situation where two wrongs appears to be equal to one right. If the central government don't make their own policy for bring tribalism into their way of governance, it's incumbent on us, where they call we self right thinking Sierra Leoneans, not for say we self they can do the same thing. Because they say them Bokuna central government, so Freetown City Council will not want them there. No, it is wrong. And I stand here tonight speaking as a bona fide Krio woman, 100% Krio woman, for say I condemn waiting Mayor Yvonne Akisoya talk. It was out of place and it brought shame upon the Krio people them. And it also creates tensions. When that I want to use now for big people like the Lansana Sako, the gentleman we can do that hidden truth. For beg and say, do you let it not take this in other people the way they think like may they not take this situation as a situation where the Krios then support. Please, Mama Cassandra Garber speaks for a small group called Krio Descendants Union. Me not join them. I not ever join them. Because me not they mix me own politics with ethnicity. Me not a national politician, I'm not an ethnic politician. So on that note, I want to make them very clear. Say, I condemn the statement, the tone of voice where he used, not good, he offensive. And I'm happy that Yvonne don't apologize. Instead don't talk and say he flippant. And myself they join for beg Mende people them. Say, do ya with the beg una? Wait till sister talk. He say me look frustrated and heart me warm. He no mean am. But do you alone not take and say we're proud of him? We're not proud at all. Me are not proud of what he do. At all, at all, at all. It disgrace we then Krio them. Pata, it disgrace we. The way it talk. Because we know this so. And I also they call on Indy Yvonne. Say make it do a serious apology. Yes, he don't talk on the AYVC in Atmin it was flippant. But I think if I go further than that, because the way he put as a formal statement on social media is not acceptable. All Krios that they call on law be very careful. When the rebel them they come, they can't target them Krio them bodos. Some of you don't understand the implication of that. Please, the 2-3 bodos they will left. Let's keep them secure. With numbers there, we not plenty. If you not believe me, when I go Contomus local councillor, then a Freetown City Council, we na Krio. Ladies and gentlemen, after I don't handle that issue there, I want to come out to the next issue. We concern with democracy. Una see in the last audio, when audio 10, that's na 010, and audio 9 and audio 8. I spent a lot of time, they talk about with 1991 constitution, and we late former president them, Joseph Saidu Momo, and Shaka Probin Stevens. But one of the things the way, really highlight was the way how Joseph Saidu Momo bend over backwards for create a constitution where give so much beautiful democratic pathway them for we. So many beautiful way we'll go able to practice democracy. And one of them ways they are na multi-party pluralism. Then in what you call boku different political parties. All man get their own views about how salon for operate, and all man get the opportunity for canvass the public, for campaign the public, and believe in waiting and they tell the public say correct. And that particular aspect of democracy, it mean come off fine one in the year 2018, that elections day. What do I mean? I mean to say in the year 2018, we end up to get this beautiful combination where the elections produce a city council way controlled by the main opposition, a parliament who side the majority of the members of parliament, now the main opposition, and a central government where now the SLPP now we come opposition and can control the state house and the central government. That opportunity they now waiting, I go say now the height of democracy. Any country now any country where they practice democracy. Now one of the most beautiful moments than the one in day. Outside the parliament, the majority of people that we did then come up from the opposition, but the president in then a different party. That then are one of the most beautiful side because they keep the president on in toes. You know, they give a chance for even able for shake because the parliament at all points in times not they cooperate with the president for bring the country down. Because the parliament, they don't role now for oppose, and because the majority now opposition members and they. But unfortunately for Sierra Leone, we not able to enjoy that beautiful thing there. Because the one them when they for take leadership, for make sure say they allow the opposition for function as an opposition. Starting from His Excellency the President first. Now enforce me for don't see say this is a beautiful opportunity I get. For make me minister them or me appointees them, then they get chance for thief. Then they get chance for misbehave because the majority within a parliament, then they put we on with toes. So in the president, now first miss the opportunity. Because if I don't left the APC members of parliament, enough for allow or encourage in party members then, for go petition them na court and get them removed from parliament. And we get this situation now when Yunion members of parliament there, that then they now in the majority, and the paramount chiefs, they will most of the time also can follow the government of the day. So in the president, and the first messing self up. I mean, for don't left the parliament for remain as an opposition dominated parliament. I mean, for able to run this country, nobody know me for thief under a regime. Because you want thief so, parliament they or the APC parliamentarian and they. The same thing again with the Freetown City Council. We for don't left the Freetown City Council for function effectively as an opposition Freetown City Council, but we're not given a chance. So we end up we lost the opportunity. But me, I feel to say not late yet. We can still able forget with Freetown City Council for be run as an opposition Freetown City Council. It happen all over the world. The party working there in a state house, not to go there na the city council of the capital city. Right now you go to London. The mayor of London, after the opposition are there. The main opposition party now they control the city of London, the city council. You go to Washington DC, when at the capital city of America, they tell Donald Trump they na power. Donald Trump na in power, but now the opposition, now they control the council, Washington DC, the mayor of Washington DC, that mean from the opposition. So dear, that opportunity where we not give Freetown City Council for be an opposition city council, this might be the moment. Because now this President Joseph Saidu Mawami envisage, now this he mean want a democracy inside the opposition, they function beautifully. So dear my brother and my sister them, I feel to say the tendon reach, especially we were there in political leadership and we were there in influential roles of leadership. The tendon reach for make we allow waiting President Joseph Saidu Mawami want for this country a real democracy. Outside the opposition, the function. President Julius Maada Bio, I am sorry, but you mess yourself up when you go pull the APC members of parliament. Because I say now you pull them, now you party people there. You for able to tell them, so now not petition them man there. So now then you don't mess up. Because you don't allow yourself to get an effective opposition at that parliament day. So now you minister and they do anything they want. When they done and go work in a parliament, they handle out them for handle that because now you party they control the parliament. So you end up now with they get a situation where so much corruption, so much bad things then they happen, the parliament non-functional, the parliament very ineffective because you don't go intimidate. From the one force you intimidate where you go get them policemen and for going and go beat members of parliament. Because the police then under the executive. So if the police then go beat members of parliament, now under you, now it happen. So now under you don't blunder. You pull waiting President Joseph Saidum Momomi want. We forget a beautiful system. The opposition then at parliament, you then at state house, this country they function. We mayor day as opposition self now the city council openly because you see all these people who hide on the hand, sneaky behavior. All nine just spoil the democracy. This they lie, they pretend, they fly with you go overseas, they pretend, they go to the party office because they hide, want make people they know saying na APC. All this not good. This is not democracy. And it is even more pathetic for we don't live overseas. For see the one that we don't live overseas, they can't behave in this kind of sneaky, underhand, chicanerous manner. That is them, them backdoor, sneaky behavior, characterless type of behavior. It's not good. So for democracy, they appeal to everybody. Say, do you let everybody? You know APC, come out boldly. Me na APC. You know SLPP, come out boldly. Me na SLPP. Let with democracy function as it should function. Now, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let we come to the topic of Judas. Let's play this audio back again for listen. The one way King Adebayo, they talk about me. He talk a lot of things about me. Say me na me RUF rebel, not so true. I not one day join RUF, I not one day be RUF rebel. He say how me work for Tijan Kaba, then Tijan Kaba lock me up. Not a true, na lie. In fact, Tijan Kaba they die. If they count woman the way he get tremendous respect for, definitely go include me name there. How Tijan Kaba lock me? Where Tijan Kaba make me the youngest person ever for get national honor, officer of the Order of the Rokel. People then can they ask, waiting the OOR by your name there for. It means officer of the Order of the Rokel. I was 35 years old. I became the youngest person in the history of Sierra Leone for being given an OOR by the late former President Tijan Kaba. He had tremendous respect for me. So all this talk when they talk how he may lock me up, na lie, not lock me up. We go one day come to the story of who that Kaba lock up and why he may lock her up and what he may cause that. The other issue where then they talk na issue about the detention and how me ask the APC Secretary General, say the party for assist me with funding and all that in a lies. Na lies. In fact, the first time I see the APC Secretary General was for the Yansane from the time when they go arrest me, it was throughout till they released me. The first time I set eyes on her December last year, December 2020. I go na Lumley police station, so woman there, you know me and the woman there. Anytime woman get problem, they can call Dr. Blyden. So they call me, so woman then they may arrest them at police station, Lumley. So the woman then call me, I go there. While I go there, I meet Payans and SF me then at the Lumley police station. Now they will meet up on a police station December 2020. One day me I not talk like that too. So I don't know why then they go and float, then can talk there when they float. But please look out to this main aspect where Naya they can handle tonight. They can play the audio and then I replay that segment stay back and then with the come now we'll discuss the issue of Judas. Judas.
Sylvia, if you not say you a woman, go for that convention day. If you not say say you a woman, go there. Now next Koroma you want bring fit title. Somebody we don't head one nation. We don't look that we don't sutra you. And because we born sutra you because you learn you motoka as former minister motoka you don't be get. You na shame and disgrace to that nation. Sierra Leoneans, one pan is command popular when I'm picking a motorcar, you use a 1 year on a common power. You use an escoma, one pan popular in motorcar, that can motorcar tell you be the use. Now you be the use as now you be the use. Now you see all former minister motorcar not been get. Now danke in motorcar use over 1 year. Can you imagine? You not disgrace to that country.
Now, fellow Sierra Leoneans, I mean, I don't say about a week ago inside of me video what I mean do say the former president Ernest by Koroma. Now they send Adebayo and both of them poppy them with the kind of social media, they cause people them. But Adebayo particularly, the former president, they send them, not only the send them, he also the finance them. This is a statement of fact. This is not to issue another guess, another lie panam. Instead of no say what they talk not true. And I would like for see he make any attempt like he go on for deny. Then maybe we might go further. But for now, I state a statement of fact. Everything you hear Adebayo they talk. Now wait is by Koroma want for talk. This is just a fact. They cost the way they cost. Now wait want for cost. Maybe you go change the pattern a little bit now because I don't come out boldly and say waiting everybody knows. Because most people they know that say Adebayo and Koroma the Senna. But it's like somebody call me, they tell me, well, you know, now for cover the pale, you know, cover the pale is send this bubble for misbehave on social media. No, it doesn't work like that. But this particular segment of the audio I don't play so far now. Where they talk say how when we lost power as former minister, mid 1 year, the pa in motoka, in Peking motoka, now they give me for use. And they use this particular one for highlight on the extent of ungratefulness where Ernest by Koroma they show to me. Ernest by Koroma they call so many people them inside this city, they report me complain. What I do is simple. When Alfred Peter Conte carry this case go to court, I come out boldly for say yes, this case get merit. And I support this case because Ernest Koroma don't pass mark. In any executive, then they treat party members them with contempt. Just wake one morning on an old meeting and say, oh, we don't extend with it for 6 months. And when they add illegality on top illegality, when don't they force on illegal. We they say, okay, for the party's sake. Then on add illegality, pantap illegality. And then they do them with so much contempt, like no respect for the rest of the party members. So I say I come out and I say I support the case of Alfred Peter Conte and they should come to court and explain to us why did they do them thing here. Because it's grossly illegal. They are not legal. Ernest Koroma is not legally in place as chairman and leader. Usmani Ansane is not legally in place as secretary general. These people are all illegal. And now, then they hold the illegal positions for hijack with party, we belong to we, the members them. And so I come out and talk, say, this is the height of selfishness. You grab onto people, then party, because the party not belong to Ernest by Koroma or to the executive. It belongs to us, the party members. So because I come out and make that talk, they say, me they stand by Alfred Peter Conte on this case, or now I turn this demon. Every single day for the last 5 to 6 weeks, Ernest Koroma and Poppy then on social media against me. Every single day they've said they don't talk all kinds of about me. And the ultimate aim now for demonize me. But I find them for be so ungrateful for this man. Like, imagine one of the senior women in this country, Dr. Nimata Majek's worker. They tell me, say, oh, Sylvia, not to you for the offend Ernest by Koroma, them like this. You say, Ernest by Koroma call him, Ernest by Koroma, they complain me. And, Dr. Nimata, they say, not to you for the do. Like me, that's an ungrateful person. And you get so many other people then back where they call me and tell me, and it's like, Koroma, they give this impression like me so ungrateful. Like, it do so much for me and all that they give back is ungratefulness. And, you get all the other talk them about the issue of ungratefulness. Now the painting me to people them like me na some kind of person way ungrateful. Just because I say enough is enough. The party needs to have a proper leadership in place. You and Koroma not able to provide the leadership for the party, and you are illegally placed. So I support the case in court. Now you get all this, I know suicide this ungratefulness come out to this type of extent. But let we really look who are ungrateful. And I dey use two examples. I will start off first with in daughter in Motoka. Because it don't get this bobo for broadcast, this Adebayo bobo for broadcast, say how, as soon as just listen, how me the 1 year me no get motoka, na in daughter give me motoka for use na this country. I felt so awful. I mean, a lot of waiting then they say, but that particular one, I need some clarity where now they can tell on this night. And when I talk down, on a judge inside on a heart, this man where they go and call on all they complain me. All over the place. When the judges are on the heart. Now, me a person where they always talk and say, God, they guide me and God always there with me. So a lot of times some things then can happen. It can look strange. Sometimes, they make sense. But down the line, they always see why make that thing they may happen to me. Now God can want time for happen to me. In 2019, August, I they ready for Camp Salon. I reach in America, I reach in New York. Strangely, they say the flight cancelled. Past the okay for route me, I'll go for go. Instead of I go direct, plan for camp, which is like through Brussels and then come na Lunge Airport. I'll go for go from New York to Turkey, to Constantinople, to different side, about 4 European cities before eventually then go come now reach na Brussels, and then from there put me in a waiting list for Camp Freetown. It was very risky because I got for Camp the Commission of Inquiry. They don't already postpone them for me. They don't give me an August date with a very short notice. So then postpone them for me to September 2nd, and just get for reach Salon. So that night, then I'm the airport na New York. The only other alternative was for buy a ticket for come through Guinea. So that same night there, if I had a last minute ticket, the last person you buy the ticket for board the flight from New York for Guinea. So I'm going to buy this ticket, Air Morocco ticket where they go through Morocco and then you can Guinea. Then I will drive now from Guinea for inside Salon. I find that so strange because for make Air Brussels, Brussels Airline, then KLM, Air France, they all that did in New York. They're not able for book me for inside Lunge Airport. Very strange. That's why they wonder to myself, say, why God not wants me for come through Lunge Airport, But okay, I able to use Air Maroc. I call me party in Guinea because I have a lot of influential friends in Guinea. I get a lot of influential friends all over this world. A lot of people then we get tremendous respect for me. So I call one of my friends in Guinea and I tell them, say, bo, I say they come in the next so hours I pass through Morocco, I go drive and I go rent motorcar for me. When I come, I go just drive through for go inside Sierra Leone. So me paddy them arranged for me. I was pleasantly surprised. So glad. As I come out in the plane, I see this placard and this protocol officer hold this placard up with my name, Panam, Madam Sylvia Blyden. I turn to the person and say, hello. He say, yes, madam, we'll come for you. And then show me the Jeep, then put me inside this nice motorcar. Drive me, go straight to go to the VIP lounge. Top lounge at the Conakry airport. So I was so pleased, honestly, I wasn't expecting it. By the time they reach at the VIP lounge, my name then at the, signboard, say, Madam Sylvia Olayinka, them welcome me for kindness. So I just take my phone out, ask the protocol officer, say, but snap me no, because it was like pleasant. So they snap me, then they move with me. I go to the presidential lounge area. I near the president in picture. I snap with the president of Guinea in picture. So at that point in time, and it's by Koroma as somebody where don't take another like part of my family. Where anything breaking happen, I go update and like I go update my family no more. So the photos then I send them to my family. I also send them to the former president. I say when I see me kind VIP welcome na Guinea airport, at Conakry airport. So the president reply me. I send them by WhatsApp. We laughed about it, and I go to my party house. One of my friends in Guinea also get a very big mansion. So now they sleep that night then. So the next day, I receive a urgent phone call from former president. And he sounded so distraught. So confused. He sounded emotional. And I was like, he said, Sylvia, he said, I need your help. I really need your help. So I said, what happened? Now he say, Danke. That's my daughter. They always say, give me motoka for 1 year. He said, Danke, Danke needs help. I said, okay, what happened? He said, she's on the way. They left from Salon for go meet you in Guinea. I said, what happened? He said, yes, but they passed through Bush Road for meet you in Guinea. I was, like puzzled. Now I say, in don't get information, say, they want set up in daughter per murder case. They may get this lie case within the life and the Pope can say, he kill that journalist boy, which is so not true. So, and it's by Koroma get the intelligence now, say, then one can arrest in daughter. So it's smuggling daughter out of Sierra Leone through Bush Road for inside Conakry. But unfortunately for him, in friend the president nomin the Guinea, Alpha Condé, President Alpha Condé nomin the Guinea. President Alpha Condé mean travel, I think they may get Japan, that Japan Africa meeting or something. They may get some kind of meeting out where all the African heads of states they may go pan. So President Koroma, and this is something where all former presidents and only your assistant and normally can get a lower level connection. Normally now you and only president and they talk. So you get nobody in Guinea where he use we go able for help Danke because he wanted Danke to escape out of Guinea. So he called me, he say, then picture the way you send, where them welcome you by VIP welcome. He say you're able to facilitate, he say because I suspect say then go don't put Danke in name for Interpol for arrest Danke if he attempt for pass through the airport. He say, but he was very worried, like a worried father. So he say, in the suspect, then we don't put Danke in name na Interpol for arrest Danke na airport if Danke attempt for left. And he no get access now to President Alpha Condé. He no know who that for call na Guinea. But when he see them photo then they, he no say, me might able for assist Danke. He say, so dear Danke then a Bush Road now they travel for inside Guinea. If me go able wait, let me not left Guinea because my whole intention was the very next morning I for left Guinea for drive inside Salon for can face me commission of inquiry. He said, yeah, if me go able wait, let me talk. If me go able talk to me paddy them, the one they will do VIP welcome for me, for make them go able do the same thing for in daughter Danke, for Danke for able left Guinea and go London safely. Well, you can imagine. It was tough, but for cut a long story short, I'm able to talk to me paddy them at the government in Guinea, and we're able to facilitate for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Guinea for make them treat Danke with VIP treatment so that he not get for go through any form of molestation. So the same treatment, VIP treatment with them give me as Danke enter Guinea, so it come na the also they because there's a mansion, one me padina get a big mansion at the beach. They Danke drive come at the house. So Danke go lodge a hotel, but then I get me paddy forget the foreign minister, forget the protocol for Danke, so that the protocol officer can able go with Danke. They can't do number for me with them pick me as protocol from the plane, everything. It wasn't easy, but this is what a loyal person does. This is not something an ungrateful person does. This is something only somebody who is deeply loyal to you could do something like which I do so for Anes by Koroma in daughter. Now, a lot of them don't they listen about how me horrible, me terrible, me then they even say me nasty. All of this is just because I say this man enough is enough. This party needs to have real leadership, and you are not even there legitimately. Now, una track somebody like me, we can take such effort for this man and his daughter, so that Danke can escape from Salon and safely fly out of Guinea using my own connections in Guinea, so that she can leave Guinea safely. This now the person where Anes by Koroma, they make una all the hate, saying an ungrateful person. Now the Sylvia Blyden this. If not for me, I don't know how Danke would have safely left Guinea to go to London. Now me facilitate everything with my friends in the Guinean government. Anes by Koroma no me no waiting for do. He was so emotional. Danke then na us na the me padi house na Conakry. And it's by Koroma, they call me like every 5 minutes. Sylvia, you don't arrange this thing. The protocol don't arrange this thing. I say, yes. I say, no worry. Don't give me word. Rest assured on that Danke will left Guinea safely. So I bent over backwards. And only after everything was settled, before I drive now for Kansai, Sierra Leone. When I Kansai, Sierra Leone, send message now for me driver for come pick me. Everybody know me motoka SEA001, that me Land Cruiser Jeep. The driver they come pick me, he can't and get accidents na road, the motoka all the front all smash, windscreen all smash. For cut a long story short, na taxi nine they use for pick me, for bring me car inside. So when I come straight from Guinea out of courtesy, I go to Makeni because the distance short for reach Makeni. I go to Makeni, I go say hello to her. He was very grateful because of what I do for his daughter, everything. So now I explain to her, so now even taxi, now I bring me come. I say me motorcar, the driver all don't smash. I show on the photo the accident motorcar. Now I say, oh, he said okay. He said, look, Danke in motorcar. Imagine this now August 2019, where this boy they lie say me not get motorcar, and who lost power. I used the motorcar for over 1 year. August 2019, so I think it was September 1st, because I think that on September 1st now I reach finally inside Salon. Then give me this Danke in vehicle. Say make I use Danke in vehicle. But now only for few weeks until they fix me Land Cruiser Jeep. After they fix me Land Cruiser Jeep, me SEA001 Land Cruiser Jeep, I carry the Danke motorcar go back. In fact, I can call former First Lady Big Sis. I call her, say, Big Sis, this motorcar, they don't fix me motorcar. They call Danke motorcar because I got rich that they carry the Danke motorcar. I go back a few weeks now. I use Danke motorcar for. But because the motive is for give me bad name, let people they hate me in this country. Then they project now to people then that me supposed to be so grateful to this man because even one not get motorcar, now he make him picking give me motorcar for use. Imagine. Me and Anes by Koroma, who that na Judas, who that ungrateful. And they go again to give a second example. This man, Anes by Koroma, wait, they sponsor the same puppy them. For sponsor, they talk to me ungrateful. They call Nimata Majek's worker there. They call people in this country. They tell them how me wicked, how me ungrateful. When I not forget, say this man sacked me for no reason as minister. When I not forget. But despite all the molestation where I go through in government, they set up, the stage manage, the lies, then we they orchestrate against me. When it come to the crux, when it come, people then they forget now, then they curse me. Who else was there for Anes by Koroma, if not to me? Let people then think, especially when with the APC. When I think, because today they talk the true way Anes by Koroma no one hear. The true way say enough is enough. It is time for you to let go. And let this party breathe. Una all day under blackmail from Madabio. Because there is so much in that, even on the surface of the white paper no more. You look pan tap the white paper no more. The kind thing that way they. Before I say the way they under, where the white paper not talk safe. So you are not able to function properly. All of you. Usman Fode Yansane in your wahala na India, na de your wahala, India Exim Bank, na de your wahala de. So all of them get waiting they over the aid when a wahala, when they're not able to be effective as opposition. Now that's a crime where then they paint me now. I mean, they get small bubble them for going on social media, for try for damage me, talk all type of nasty things about me. I will go now one more example before I close this audio tonight about who is the Judas. When I all go recall, when it come to second rounds, maybe don't left salon after first rounds, I go sit down in London. And people called me for comeback. Now you party this, you need for comeback. I fly come back na salon for can support the party. Full support for the party. We try our best. But for God, me don't say, no, we're not going to succeed. We'll not succeed. But even after we will not succeed, now only an ungrateful person and an ungrateful family go the sponsor, then can attacks them. They call me an ungrateful person. Because I know how I stood by Ernest by Koroma after we lost elections. For make delect today Ernest by Koroma, they sponsor the type of things them way then they say about me in his name, in his supposed defense. Oh my God. Now me this, after I done elections, I decide I can't take a break na London. Now London a day in July 2018, I received a phone call from Ernest by Koroma. He was so again upset and distraught. Say Africa Confidential, one magazine online, don't send an email to him. They threaten him about how he sells Sarah Rutile sales, how a bunch of lies, how he damaged the presidential lodge, broke things the all day out of malice before he hand over the lodge, dirty one to the new president. He was very emotional, very confused. So he calls me. He asks, waiting for do, because he said, first of all, I lied and they lie pan him, he not sell no Sarah Rutile sales. He no say the lodge was handed over properly. And you know, the lie pan and boku pan the GTT report where the Africa Confidential magazine in the leak out. I bent over backwards, and in a subsequent audio, I go tell you now some of the things they were do for assist this man when the GTT report was at his neck. I go tell you now the full exchange. But for tonight, let us go now like a one or two examples. I remember when I'm in Sidom with in wife, as I can call her, big sis, Sia Koroma na Godrich. Before I left for London, just after the handover, and he made a mention to me, say, when in the handover the lodge to the new first lady, I mean, get a journalist to him in Dede. So the journalist then video the process. You know, I remember that vaguely where in the Sia Koroma, tell me that. So when Ernest Koroma called me and he was so confused, he called me in London. Now I remember I say, big sis tell me, say, let me record this thing. So immediately from London, I call Sia Koroma na Freetown. Now I say, Duma, I say, you mean record where the handover to First Lady Fatima no so he say boy no he say na one journalist mean do am. I say this GTT report when they can pull then they can lie inside. They say you broke the lodge, you damaged the lodge, I say low act fast. That journalist will for locate him and ask him if he still get that video. I know it's been over 3 months from where you do the handing over, but maybe he still get that video. So we'll get for try very hard. We'll locate the journalist. Me the London, we'll locate the journalist. We able get the journalist. The journalist say yes, he able find the video. Then find that video. I get me manager na me office. I say let them left all waiting and they do. Make them go get that video file for me. I ask the journalist boy. I say if na digital video. He say yes. I say praise God. So if na digital video, then they able send them through the internet. Come to me. na London for make I go able work on the video. So it was a 1 hour digital video file. I get me staff for try for send them by internet. The internet's too slow. I call a friend of mine, we get very high speed internet. It was late in the evening. I say, please, me staff they can to you. I not tell her what you know. I say they need for send a file to me. We need very fast internet. He said, sure, Sylvia, let them come. So then come with the file, then send the file by very fast internet for me from Sierra Leone, come to me in London. I get the file, also I see a Koroma, they hand over the lodge to presidentbio. And I was able to sit down and look at that video and create a file out of it, worked my bones out. Nobody not pay me. Nobody not blackmail nobody. As in the talk now, I mean a blackmailer. I don't ask nobody for pay me money. I sat down out of just loyalty. Nothing but loyalty to that family. And I ensured I put out, as then they put out the GTT report, where the right say, and his Koroma and his wife then destroyed the lodge. As they put them out, I was putting out the video of the reality of a clean lodge being handed over to presidentbio. I remember when I begin challenge first, before I put out the video, I remember when I begin challenge, I go on the internet and I tell people, they say, I lied and they lie, and this man and his wife say they spoiled the lodge. I said, a complete lie. And I remember one journalist where me they work at AYV. The boy reached out to me by WhatsApp. He said, Doc, not spoil you name BNM people then they. He said, we get video, raw video where you they see how then damage the lodge and broke the tile, the whole place dirty. He said, so no can fetch for an Koroma anyway. He said, if you see the kind of video where we get, now tell the boy. I say, my dear, and that boy, they Sabine, I no calling him na the video, na this audio. I say, I don't know this video, na get na AYV. I say, but me do, how will me get, when they release them? When I say they know so na GTT report, na rubbish. And indeed, that is what happened. When I released that video, everybody see the truth. And I single-handedly neutralize the bad name with them Wangi and Koroma anyway. I single-handedly, with me smart thinking, neutralize that bad name there. Nobody not pay me. I don't ask nobody for pay me. Today, na me then they call blackmailer. Hey, me people them, who that na the Judas? Who that na the ungrateful person? Still on this same GTT report, I know the power of music for send a message out. And on my own volition, when I don't investigate the Sierra Rutile talk, the 30% Sierra Rutile sales, I don't see say na lie then lie pa honest by Koroma. You know, sell no 30% Rutile sales, na complete lie. And I came out boldly for say that GTT report they na boto bata roto rata na in the inside there. Because when me know what me don't investigate, not so just Indian Koroma, he first called me. He was so distraught, so emotional, so upset. He don't know what for do. God is my witness. Now for that make delect today, this man they send people them for curse me. I say now only God go punish him. Mortal man no go punish Anes by Koroma. Only God. He was so confused. He don't know what for do. I was there. Now me today, he dey sponsor people then for saying me a blackmailer. If you not give me money, that's why I can behave. Just because I put the party in interest, and by extension, Sierra Leone their interest above my own personal relationship with Anes by Koroma. He believed that I should keep quiet when so much wrongs that they happening with democracy. When so much bad things that they happen to the APC party, I not for talk am because me and inner friends. So if I talk am and I criticize, and I say I dey support Alfred Peter Conte in case na court, I should not only be made an enemy, But then for pull me in this country, then for lie me in this country, then for pull me to the APC grassroots, make them see me like bad person. Like person we know better. When I me say this night, make I go na the examples, make you understand. If really the person when they try for paint toner, now the kind person we deserve waiting honest by Koroma, they try for paint me for be. This same GTT report, I know the power of music. And I know say music is one way of transmitting messages out. So I call people that want to know say that APC people then will get connections with the music industry. I say let we come and support Honest by Koroma. They want bully them with this GTT report. Hey, me people them. I make they look in the Honest Koroma now. I don't say shake me head. People them way influencing and in young people them. When they call them, they tell them, say, come make we do some jingles, we'll do some songs them, for put out the truth about this Sarah retail sales, about this lodge, about, the key issues that they try for you for demonize them. I say, come on board. Anyone where you call, that ending. Hey, they no want nothing for do with Honest by Koroma. The one they were in the field, and I better people them. Anyone we call excuses upon excuses. Musicians, the way me call, I don't call their names them. Musicians, they now they pretend. When you call them excuses upon excuses. Now only one bobo, and I go name and today, if Honest by Koroma, they look for loyal musicians. Only one bobo now call. All the musicians they were called, all the musicians, all the music promoters, the artist promoters, they all were called. All man not agree. Only one person, where then they call Mr. Sheriff, nickname Big Wise. Only Big Wise. Now he tell me, he say, Doc, he say, Honest by Koroma don't do so much for me in this world. He say, if me mama get hosti de na kono, na Honest by Koroma make. He give me opportunity, I will billows for me, mama. He says, so you just tell me waiting for sing for this mania. I go sing am. Only Big Wise, na agree. All the other musicians, anyone way you call, they not agree. Big Wise go na studio. I tell them the words they're waiting for sing. He go na studio. The next morning I call. He said, Doc, he said the man will get the studio saying they're afraid. Imagine, Honest by Koroma, and they're afraid for sing against. This is not July 20. They say they're afraid for sing for them, not against them, for sing for Honest by Koroma. July 2018. He said the man will get the studio saying they're afraid for sing, for make them go sing for Honest by Koroma at that time. Imagine. He says so now undercover. Now then get for go do this sing. So that the man will get the studio not go know, but in Bobo then they go do it undercover. But the Bobo then wants 6 million leons as bribe so that they go able to do this thing undercover. Now me pay the money 6 million leons out of loyalty. This Sylvia Blyden when they cost today, say na blackmailer. If you not get money, it turn by you. Now this Sylvia Blyden, now me pay 6 million leons for Big White for sing that sing where they call Boto Bata Roto Rata. Because I mean no say not only the song now I go able to transmit the reality of the message. That sing where Big Wise sing. For sing the sing and produce the CD plates, now me pay for them. I no ask Honest by Koroma for the money. They like today, now me then they call blackmailer, Judas, bad person. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't talk about this net. But on this particular issue, I want to know for no say, Mommy cause, not they move me. I come out from a long line of politicians. When they enter politics, you for prepare, see them get for cause you, mama. But what he make it important for me for begin talk and clear the air. Because not only Judas, now go treat me the way how Honest by Koroma and in family, the attempt for treatment at this country. Only Judas. And me say, I know, sit down. Judas, they can't stab me in my back. To the extent that they even threaten, say, let people then attack me. Let people then burn my house down. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope say I don't take me time for blow my mind today. And this is not just the tip of the iceberg. I explain some of them things there for understand. Say they want pull me no more inside this country. But I not deserve when they talk about me. I not even deserve how they treat me. When I imagine somebody will make sure say and by Koroma in daughter safely able left Guinea. Now that kind of person they then go arrest them unfairly for no reason. SIBP hold me for no reason, no. That in case when they say hold me 22 days and they look for evidence, no evidence, charge me to court, Boto Bata case, keep me in a court, up and down, and that's not able to lift a finger for pull even a single press release. Before that, the payment way they give me now for pull me name na this country, I not go take them. The intimidation, I expect them. The politics are the inside. The cause, I expect them. The politics are the inside. But this type of personal, nasty attacks, they manufacture lies against me. They build a character where not fibber me. Just because I say, let's go. Mr. Chairman and leader, go. Let's go. Not to you one great day. And right now, you're not even able to function properly because you're under blackmail. And you know what they talk was you're under blackmail. Now for that, they sponsor all this type of attacks and lies? No. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, the conversation will continue tomorrow. Let God bless we all, and let God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone. On that note today, as I can always do when I end my audios, I can end with playing the tune of the national anthem because I want to now reflect on the words of the national anthem. Waiting we they sing, waiting we they say when we they talk and read out the national anthem.